at 3, Governor Fubara partner organized labor for development of River States. President Tinubu promises to be fair to Nigerians as his administration advances to unite citizens. And former Minister of Petroleum Desiani appealed to presidency for leniency. Good afternoon. My name is Helen Eric Geminiwa here on the news. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. You can watch Rstv News live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv On Live. You can also subscribe and click the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. Here is the news in full. River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has promised to continue to work with leadership of the organized labor in the state, describing them as friendly. The governor gave the assurance when he received the labor leaders and some of the members at Government House in Port Harcourt on Friday, and Tamno Baribi Blubo was there.
Members of the organized labor were led on the solidarity march from their secretariat in D-Line to the gates of Government House in Port Harcourt. They were received on behalf of Governor Fubara by the head of River State Civil Service, George Weke. Governor Fubara noted that there is already a healthy atmosphere of mutual cooperation between labor and the government. The governor assured that his administration will remain committed to doing more for workers beyond implementing promotions and Christmas bonus. Governor Fubara asserted as unprecedented the 100,000 naira given as Christmas bonus to each civil servant. This, he noted, is in addition to workers' promotion, which has been implemented, and the rehabilitation work at the state secretariat to provide a conducive working environment for them.
I want to stress here that what you have done is biblical. You've come to thank Governor for what he has done for us as workers. And I want to attest that I'm also a beneficiary. The sum of 100,000 naira given to every worker in River State, to me, is unprecedented. The minimum wage is 30,000 naira. Some people's salaries are maybe 60,000, 70,000, hovering below 100,000. And now a Christmas bonus of 100,000. So you can believe that this is more than what they call the 13th month. The governor has broken every available record. That it is also a revelation of the good work that the leadership of labor in River State is doing. This leadership of labor currently is very, very friendly. No doubt, therefore, within this period of excellency assumption of office, promotions have been made. And salaries, the promotions have been reflected in the salaries. Different things have been done in the secretariat. We have started renovating some parts of the secretariat. We have water running. Many things that will improve our working environment. The governor has embarked on all of them. And leadership is actually working. And I want to thank God that he gave us these gentlemen who are not just workers or worker leaders, but also.
The state chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, Comrade Alex Agonwo, who described the current political crisis in the state as potential threat to stability, good governance, and investment prospects. Thanked Governor Fubara for the Christmas bonus of 100,000 naira approved for the workers.
The Congress in session further examine the potential threats and the political instability in the state poses to good governance. As noted with the enthusiasm, the state civil servants has never had it so good in the past 8 years, taking into account the record-breaking approval and implementation of the 100,000 naira Christmas bonus by His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, GSSRS, which is already being enjoyed by the workers. As we are talking, we are not just saying it. We have received the alert. Workers already in the market. We are already buying for making our Christmas shopping. His Excellency, we say thank you.
Tamno Baribi Blubo, Rstv News.
The Vice-Chancellor of Rivers State University, Professor Lerum Okebule, has called on members of the public to be wary of consuming chemical-laden everyday food and products in order to lead healthier lives. Professor Okebule made this remark at the 95th inaugural lecture of the university presented by Professor Edna Nwachukwu Igbebulem on the theme, Killer Chemicals in Everyday Products, Strategies for a Healthier Life. And Emmanuel Imiono was there, and his report is presented from our studios.
The Vice-Chancellor explained that the essence of the inaugural lecture is to raise awareness on the hidden dangers inherent in toxic chemicals added to products consumed by humans. According to him, people should see the Christmas season as a period to reflect on the birth of Christ, show love to one another, rather than a season to endanger their health through the consumption of chemical foodstuff. He commended Professor Ibebulem for her excellent presentation and research work, which will enhance the knowledge of people about the dangers of toxic chemicals in their food.
What she has spoken to us about are things that we come across on a regular basis. She talked about the things that we see, particularly when we drink water, when we drink chemicals, we should take everything in moderation. It's very, very important. Some of us are used to keeping water inside after dusting. No, we should avoid that. Or inside the car, we want to very hot. You know, in that process, chemical reaction is taking place, and those things are dangerous.
The inaugural lecturer, Professor Edna Ibebulem, explained that the exposure to different toxic chemicals contained in everyday household products is one of the major health challenges affecting humans. According to her, chemicals such as parent polyfluoroalkyl substances are chemicals that contain bonds between carbon and multiple fluorine atoms and is added to packaged food, chemicals as well as sealants, and when not properly used can be harmful to human health. Professor Ibebulem enumerated careful reading of labels on products, handling toxic chemicals with care, proper ventilation and storage as some of the measures that could prevent consumption of harmful chemicals.
Avoid accidental mixing of chemicals, and whenever possible, please use protective equipment like gloves, rubber gloves, and so on when applying some of these dangerous chemicals. And reduce your use of pesticides that are poisons. I want to encourage the use of our indigenous herbs in our diet to help us stay healthier.
The Rivers State Police Command, under the leadership of CP Olatunji Rewan Desu, has outlined security plans to be implemented to ensure the safety and security of all residents and visitors during the holidays. CP Rewan said the increased movement of people and the celebratory atmosphere present distinct security challenges that necessitate a proactive and comprehensive approach. A statement signed by the command's public relations officer, Grace Renge Koko, said the Commissioner of Police has enhanced police presence by deploying additional personnel to strategic locations, including major cities, transportation hubs, and popular gathering spots to ensure security of lives and properties. Others are the anti-kidnapping and anti-robbery operations specialized units dedicated to combating kidnapping and robbery activities. According to the statement, the ban on fireworks, prohibition of covered number plates, and discouragement of tinted glass remains in force. Defaulters will be arrested and prosecuted. The police boss advised the public to call 0809-888-0134, 0803-200-3514 in emergency situation and lay complaints via the number 0801-6135-5218. He assured of the command's commitment to a peaceful and secure festive period. Bola Tinubu has assured that he will always be fair to all Nigerians, and his administration remains committed to advancing the unity of Nigeria as well as ensuring the welfare and prosperity prosperity of all citizens. Speaking at the Ansar-Uddin Central Mosque in Surulere, Lagos, the president, in a statement by his media advisor, Ajurin Gilale, said the economic reforms initiated by his government are aimed at establishing a robust and secure foundation for Nigerians today and for generations unborn. President Tinubu, who joined the Muslim Ummah to observe Jummah prayers marking the centennial anniversary of the Ansar-Uddin Society of Nigeria, commended the society for its service to humanity, contributions to the propagation of the tenets of Islam, and effort in uplifting the downtrodden. He employed members of the society to remain committed to their objectives of advancing the education of citizens as well as promoting the moral and social development of the Muslim Ummah. The president thanked the Ansar-Uddin Society for their support during the elections, emphasizing that their efforts serve as a motivation for the government to stay resolute in delivering good governance to the people. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. Ahead of the news at 3, Israeli strikes of Gaza continue as UN calls for more aid, and Czech Republic mourns victims of Prague University mass shooting. Details in a moment. Stay tuned.
I need the police that can respond to emergencies first.
I want the equipment I need to do my job.
I want a police that won't harass or arrest me for no just reason.
I want to be valued for my work, not feared by honest people.
I want a police that won't ask me anything for the boys.
I want a decent salary that is paid on time.
If it happen with good laws,
proper funding,
training,
and cooperation.
If it happen.
If it happen.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv channel.
Federal government has declared December 25th, 26th and January 1st as public holidays to mark Christmas and New Year Day celebrations. In a statement by the Director of Overseeing Office of the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Interior, Dr. Peter Ebodo, the minister felicitates with Christians and all Nigerians at home and diaspora on the festive occasion. Minister of Interior, Dr. Lubimi Tunjojo, who made the declaration on behalf of the federal government in Abuja, enjoined Christians to emulate the life of Jesus Christ in his practice and teachings on humility, service, compassion, patience, peace, and righteousness that his birth signifies. The minister assured that federal government under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu will continue to put in place effective measures for the security of lives and properties and urged Nigerians to be security conscious and report any suspicious persons or activities to the nearest security agencies. And on Naira's scarcity, the federal government has apologized to Nigerians over the current scarcity of the currency, assuring that it was not an attempt at restraining the populace from accessing cash. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, disclosed this at a media briefing on President Bola Tinubu's administration's achievements in Abuja. The minister, who gave an assurance that the Central Bank of Nigeria was working to make new notes available to the public, also explained that the President Bola administration is optimistic that necessary steps be taken to ensure Nigerians experience a better year in 2024. Former Petroleum Minister Desiani Madueke, under the former President Goodluck Jonathan, who fled to the United Nations Kingdom due to fears of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, has appealed to the President Bola Tinubu-led Nigerian government for leniency. Desiani, who is reportedly in the second stage of cancer, employed Tinubu to permit her to return to Nigeria to confess to her financial misconduct during her tenure. Addressing the press in London after a medical visit, the ex-petroleum minister, accused of embezzling billions of dollars from Nigeria, expressed her readiness to disclose details of the funds she allegedly misappropriated while in office. She went on to mention her association with Dauda Lawal Dare, the current governor of Zamfara State, to whom she entrusted over $9 billion for safekeeping while he served as the executive director of the First Bank of Nigeria PLC. The Westminster Magistrates Court adjourned hearing on the suit involving Alison Madueke for allegedly accepting a $101 million bribe. A former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, has been released from the Kuje Correctional Center after meeting up with his bail condition. Justice Hamza Mauza, who granted the bail with two sureties, and like some said, the sureties must have certificates of occupancy and titles of properties within the Maitama district of Abuja. He also ordered Emefiele to deposit all his travel documents with the registrar of the court, adding that he must remain within the Abuja Municipal Area Council. The Federal Capital Territory High Court Abuja had granted 300 million naira bail to Emefiele, who is being prosecuted for alleged procurement fraud. While rejecting the objection by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to Emefiele's bail application, Justice Mauzu disagreed with the anti-graft agency that the ex-CBN governor was a flight risk and could jump bail, jeopardize the investigation, or threaten the security of the country if granted bail. Emefiele stood trial on 6 counts bordering on procurement fraud to the tune of 1.2 billion naira. And on weather forecast, the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has forecast haziness and sunshine from today to Monday across the country. NIMET's weather outlook predicts moderate dust haze this Saturday with horizontal visibility of 2 km to 5 km over the northern region during the forecast period. According to the agency, sunny sky in a hazy atmosphere is expected over the north-central cities and the inland cities of the south, and anticipates partly clouded skies in a hazy atmosphere over the coastal belt of the country. The forecast includes some prospects of localized thunderstorms over parts of Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River states later in the day. The agency has urged the public to take necessary precautions as dust particles remain in the suspension, and advise individuals with asthma and other respiratory issues to be cautious during these weather conditions. The agency also advised airlines operators to obtain updated weather reports from NIMET for effective planning in their operations. And on the foreign scene now, Israel's bombardment of the Gaza Strip continued late into the night, with reports of sustained airstrikes and ground attacks. According to Palestinian media, a strike on the Nusret refugee camp in central Gaza killed at least 18 people. People in another camp buried were ordered by Israel's army to move south as it continued its ground offensive. In New York, the UN Security Council adopted a resolution urging more humanitarian aid for Gaza. However, the motion fell short of calling for an immediate ceasefire in the war. In an airstrike also destroyed a water treatment plant in Jabalia, northern Gaza. And Czech Republic have observed a minute silence at midday to commemorate those killed in Thursday's mass shooting at a Prague University. Flags on official building were flown at half-mast to mark a day of national mourning. According to the report, 14 people were shot dead at the Faculty of Arts building of Charles University in the capital by a student who then killed himself. Police are working to uncover the motive behind the attack. It is one of the deadliest assaults by a lone gunman in Europe this century. Veteran Nollywood actor Dejumo Lewis is dead, and Mavis Victor has more of the stories.
The death of the 80-year-old Dejumo Lewis was announced by many practitioners in the industry on their social media platforms. He was famous for his role as Kabiyesi in the Village Headmaster movie, Nigeria's longest-running television soap opera from 1968 to 1988, and some actors also took to the comment section to pay their tribute to the deceased. Veteran Nollywood actor Kanayo O. Kanayo has opened up on why he doesn't sanctify himself, especially when playing roles that involve going into a coffin, stating that he is unbothered about unforeseen spiritual forces because God gave him the talent and he plays the role without any sentiment. American actor and film producer Vin Diesel is facing allegations of sexual assault from his former personal assistant, Asta Jonasson. Jonasson alleges that the actor, known for his role in the Fast and Furious series, overpowered her, disregarding her non-consent and groping her in his hotel suite at Atlanta, claiming he pinned her against a wall and engaged in unwanted sexual acts. Mavis Victor, Rstv Entertainment News.
That report from Mavis Victor concludes our news at 3 p.m. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. You can watch Rstv News live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv On Live. You can also subscribe and click the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. Good afternoon. My name is Helen Eric Geminiwa, saying many thanks for watching us.